South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from Santa Clara. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. First carry here for Kyren Williams. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jair Brown on the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, L.A. 14 yards.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
Now it's Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run with their tight end. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. That is caught out wide on the RPO. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Will line up at the 3-yard line again. They'll try to punch it in on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
And when things haven't been going your way like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Get set! Get set! Watch out! He'll throw to begin with Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Get set! Get set! Watch out! Yellow. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
4th down.
The 49ers out for the punt. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
Their own 7-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Hunter. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no game.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Right back to Hunter. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
This fielded inside the 35. And it's a very nice return. He is giving the offense a short field.
Rams 48-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Man, that is Jordan Watkins. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Get set.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
18. Watch out.
From the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, 49ers. That is 1st touchdown this year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The game at 7.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run, and that is Jarquez Hunter. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Hunter again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It's 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I would don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He'll drop to throw. He'll swing this out to Hunter. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
He's got a man. That's Nacua. Complete. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Rams 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From 29, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's got Myers on the completion. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 3. And this is
2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. 3rd and 5. He'll look middle, and he's got his man. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Niners have got it.
Something these running back coaches preach The time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the handoff, here is Hunter running right. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Rams. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Get set, get set. Hot.
1st and 10. Purdy. This one complete, right side. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Get set, get set. IT, watch out, hot.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, San Francisco. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The kick is good. Ties the game at 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
One final throw before the break. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Joshua Carty to kick off for the Rams.
Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Up.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air again is Purdy. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Deonte Banks right there with the good coverage to knock it away.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To throw once more, it's Purdy. This one intercepted. And the Rams will take over here just past the 30. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's out wide to Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That's one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 8. He'll look to throw. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, L.A. Back to throw. Open is the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down, Rams.
They'll look to throw again. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he'll take this one in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, L.A.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Jacob Cowing now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 8. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Deontay Banks right there with the good coverage to knock it away.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Third, they need 8.
Yellow. Outside.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Back over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Niners first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Outside. 118. Watch out. Stop.
Purdy gonna put it up again. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is gonna be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Shut up. Shut up.
Not a lot on that one. They'll take it down to the 36.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
Ready up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Rams 1st down.
Ready. Cougar Knights, go.
They run over center with Williams, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
60 Bison, 79 Bronco.
They'll look to throw. That one brought in by Nakua. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job, because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs
To the goal line and in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's caught this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Purdy now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set. Stop.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And he's got this one complete to Watkins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Outside. 22.
Here's Purdy. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third down and 3.
Get set. Get set. 22. Watch out. Stop.
Now Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Outside.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice game to his tight end.
And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll throw again with Purdy. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Get set. Get set.
On second down, Purdy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Outside. 22. Watch out. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Williams gets it on the draw. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Go. Go.
It's another run here for Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play to extend this drive.
That's going to be pretty close. looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. First and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 31, here is second and 5.
19.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, L.A.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Let's go.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Talk things over before third down. The Niners will use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. It's fourth down, it's looming. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Rams will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Joshua Carty to kick off for the Rams.
Carty back out following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Purdy on first down. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
21.
To throw on first down is Purdy. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I like
this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
Watch out! Yellow.
Now Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They get the victory away from home in the division. So valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.